Church of Christ, of course, is part of the United Church of Christ. Some of you may have heard about the denomination. There's a important United Church of Christ located in Gainesville, very active in social issues in Gainesville. We've been here before. Delphine, surely you must remember back between in the 80s when the Haitian refugee issue hit. How many of you remember that? This is so much like that.
Right.
And I was living in Boston at the time, and under the administration back then, Haitians were being deported back to Haiti, and as they get off the plane, somebody would take them to the end of the runway and put a bullet in their heads. Oh yeah. And that will happen here too if if some of those people are deported to the wrong area. You know what I mean? To the home where they were not given permission to leave, or however you want to articulate it. We've been here before. And the same thing happened with the Irish and the potato famine in the 1800s. And the same thing happened to the English in the 1600s with the problems that they were having in terms of religious freedom. This is a pattern of across history, and we need to learn from our history. I know it's a tired cliche, but if we don't learn from it, we're going to repeat it. And that's where we are now. That's precisely where we are now. Our church, the United Church of Christ, and our church is an open and affirming church. We welcome everybody, and that makes us one of only about 9% of communities of faith across our country. About 9 in 100 welcome everybody. That is women, people of color, people of my skin, people of what am I? I think Bill Murray described. I'm not white. I'm clear. Those who are sexual orientations, whatever you do for a living, all people are welcome here, and it would be incongruous if we were not to welcome the stranger, as Delphine put it so well. There's one other thing I'd like to add. One of our, if you will call them saints of the church, was a German theologian and pastor named Dietrich Bonhoeffer. And from his letters and papers from prison, he is quoted as having said, if you find yourself in a position where you don't have faith, or you find your faith waning, put yourself in a position where faith becomes possible. Feed the hungry, care for the prisoner, care for those who are lost and forlorn. That is faith. What you believe is radically different than faith. Belief is more doctrinal. Faith shows up in caring for other people.